Imagine a woman with a PhD from Oxford, a former McKinsey consultant, fluent in 6 languages, promising to revolutionize the world of cryptocurrency. Now imagine that all of this was an elaborate lie, designed to steal $4 billion from more than 3.5 million victims worldwide. This is Ruja Ignatova, known as the Cryptoqueen. She has been on the run for more than 7 years. The FBI is offering a reward of $5 million for information leading to her capture. But here is the scariest part. In 2024, while her accomplices were sentenced, she might still be living a life of luxury somewhere in the world with the stolen money. Stay until the end, because I will reveal the latest theories about where she could be hiding and how the biggest cryptocurrency fraud in history continues even today. To understand how Ruja fooled the entire world, we need to go back to the beginning. She was born on May 30th, 1980, in Rus, Bulgaria, to a Romani family. When she was just 10 years old, her family emigrated to Germany, and it was there that she discovered her true talent, manipulation through intelligence. Ruja's resume was truly impressive, and that made her even more dangerous. PhD in law from the University of Constance in 2005, Master of Jurisprudence in European and Comparative Law from Oxford University in 2004, Research Associate in Constance between 2002 and 2003, consultant at McKinsey & Company, one of the world's most prestigious firms, and fluent in 6 languages: Bulgarian, German, English, Russian, Greek, and Arabic. When the 2008 financial crisis hit McKinsey's operations in Sofia, Ruja had to reinvent herself. That was when she discovered the power of cryptocurrency, but not to invest, to deceive. 2014 was the perfect year. Bitcoin was exploding. Most people understood nothing about blockchain, and there was a desperate hunger for the next Bitcoin. Ruja realized she did not need to create revolutionary technology. She just needed to appear as if she had. And so, OneCoin was born. It promised to be better than Bitcoin, more stable, faster, easier to use. The problem? OneCoin never actually existed. Her genius was in the details. She didn't just launch a simple website. She built a complete company, with offices in London, Sofia, and Dubai, million-dollar events, and a flawless narrative. Investors bought so-called education packages, ranging from 100 to 118,000 euros. Each package included OneCoin tokens, and they were incentivized to recruit more investors. The more people they brought in, the more tokens they earned. But here was the dirty secret. Unlike Bitcoin, which has a public blockchain anyone can verify, OneCoin had a private blockchain, controlled only by them. In reality, there was no blockchain at all. It was just a database where numbers were changed whenever they wished. Ruja turned fraud into art. She organized events that looked like Apple product launches, presentations in Portuguese, Spanish, German, and Arabic. She wore designer clothes, diamonds, and spoke with the confidence of a visionary. "I am the person who will take Bitcoin off the market," she declared. "OneCoin is the cryptocurrency of the people, not the nerds." And people believed her. Families sold their homes. Retirees invested their life savings, because Ruja always seemed like the smartest person in the room. In just 3 years, OneCoin spread to more than 175 countries. It had over 3.5 million investors. The so-called value of OneCoin reached €29.95. If it had been real, it would have been the second largest cryptocurrency in the world. But of course, it was all an illusion. By 2017, reality caught up with Ruja. American authorities were investigating, journalists were asking tough questions, and investors started to notice they couldn't exchange their OneCoins for real money. But Ruja was always one step ahead. In October 2017, she was scheduled to appear at a major OneCoin event in Lisbon. Thousands of investors waited to hear about the future of their fortunes. She never showed up, and from that moment, no one has seen her again. Her disappearance became one of the most expensive vanishing acts in history. October 25th, 2017, she was supposed to be in Lisbon. She vanished. 2018, the FBI issued an arrest warrant. 2022, she was added to the FBI's 10 most wanted list, but evidence shows this was no panicked escape. She planned it. She transferred millions into offshore accounts, acquired fake passports, and built safe havens across different countries. While Ruja disappeared, her accomplices faced justice. Carl Greenwood, co-founder, sentenced to 20 years in prison in September 2023. Mark Scott, lawyer who laundered $400 million, 10 years in prison in January 2024. Irina Dilkinska, head of legal and compliance, 4 years in prison in April 2024. Konstantin Ignatov, her brother, released in March 2024 after cooperating with authorities, and the FBI raised her reward from $100,000 to $5 million, placing her on the same level as international terrorists and drug lords. But the question remains, where is the Cryptoqueen? Some believe she is in South Africa, living under a new identity, perhaps with plastic surgery. Others suspect she is hiding in the United Arab Emirates. In 2024, a British court froze her assets in Dubai. Another theory suggests she never left Bulgaria, shielded by organized crime contacts. And the darkest theory of all is that she may already be dead, eliminated by criminal organizations who lost money in her scheme. Why is she so hard to find? Because Ruja has what most fugitives don't: unlimited resources, with access to hundreds of millions, superior intelligence, a PhD and deep knowledge of international law, global connections, allies in dozens of countries, multiple identities, forged passports, and perfect timing. She disappeared before the era of full digital surveillance. Plus, she speaks 6 languages fluently, meaning she could hide anywhere in the world without raising suspicion. Meanwhile, her victims still suffer. More than 3.5 million people lost money, families went bankrupt, suicides were reported, and trust in legitimate cryptocurrencies was deeply damaged. Less than 1% of the stolen billions has ever been recovered. Ruja Ignatova's story is not just a scam. It is proof of how intelligence can be weaponized for evil. She showed the world that with enough credentials, confidence, and narrative, you can fool millions. But the most important lesson is this: in a world where technology evolves faster than our understanding, we are all vulnerable to super-intelligent scammers. Will Ruja be captured? With $5 million on her head and dozens of international agencies hunting her, it feels inevitable. But then again, she has survived more than 7 years with nearly unlimited resources. If anyone can vanish forever, maybe it is her. So, what do you think? Is Ruja Ignatova alive or dead? If you saw her on the street, would you recognize her? Leave your theories in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the biggest cryptocurrency scam in history, don't forget to like and subscribe for more true crime stories that will blow your mind. Until the next investigation.